The chemistry difference between LFP and NMC shows up most clearly, not in a laboratory, but in the real-world conditions most owners actually drive in every day. Extreme heat and extreme cold are where the gap between the two chemistries becomes impossible to ignore. Here is what the 2026 data shows across both temperature extremes and what it means for where you live and how you drive. Start with cold weather, because this is where the chemistry difference is most practically significant for the largest number of owners. The difference in range loss at -20 degrees Celsius is that LFP loses about 25% to 30% of range, while NMC loses about 20% to 25%. That gap sounds small in percentage terms, but on a car with 220 miles of rated range, it means LFP might deliver 154 to 165 miles in deep winter, versus NMC's 165 to 176 miles. For someone driving in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Northern Europe, or Canada, that difference matters on a cold February morning when you are trying to make it to work and back without stopping to charge. The gap widens further when you factor in charging behavior in cold conditions. Research in 2026 indicates that NMC packs generally have around 5% to 10% more usable capacity than LFP packs when temperatures are below 20 degrees Celsius. In addition, LFP batteries require more robust preconditioning before they can take on high-speed DC charging in winter. That preconditioning requirement has two practical implications. First, LFP owners who skip preconditioning before a supercharging session in winter will see significantly more throttled charging speeds than NMC owners in the same conditions. Second, the energy used to precondition an LFP pack in very cold weather comes from the battery itself if the car is not plugged in, which reduces the available range before you even start driving. Below 0 degrees Celsius, LFP performance drops by 10 to 20%, and at -20 degrees Celsius, LFP batteries are only operating at about 60% capacity. That 60% capacity figure at -20 is the number that matters most for owners in genuinely cold climates. An LFP Tesla, rated at 270 miles in ideal conditions, is delivering roughly 162 miles at -20 degrees Celsius before preconditioning. After preconditioning, that number improves, but the physics of LFP chemistry in extreme cold cannot be fully overcome by software alone. NMC maintains better performance in freezing temperatures, retaining 70 to 80% of normal range in conditions between -7 and -1 degrees Celsius. The chemistry operates reasonably efficiently, even in extreme cold, making NMC preferable for northern climates with harsh winters. The structural difference that explains this is the layered oxide cathode chemistry of NMC, which maintains better ion mobility at low temperatures than LFP's olivine structure. Ion mobility is essentially how freely lithium ions can move through the battery during charging and discharging. At low temperatures, ion mobility drops in both chemistries, but it drops more severely in LFP, which is why the cold weather performance gap is real and consistent across every data source in 2026. The 2026 engineering update that has narrowed the cold weather gap for LFP, lithium iron phosphate, is worth understanding because it changes the practical real-world experience significantly compared to what early LFP Tesla owners experienced. Modern LFP electric vehicle packs are fighting back hard. Nearly all 2025 to 2026 LFP electric vehicles include active battery preconditioning, where the car heats the pack before you plug in to charge, dramatically reducing cold weather charging time penalties. Software from Tesla now manages LFP preconditioning automatically when navigation is set to a direct current fast charger. The 2026 Predictive Thermal Management Update, covered in earlier videos in this series, improved this further by starting preconditioning earlier and managing the temperature window more precisely than previous reactive systems. The practical result is that our 2025 or 2026 LFP Tesla, using Tesla's native navigation to route to a supercharger in cold weather, arrives at the charger with a preconditioned battery that charges at speeds much closer to its warm weather peak than an unpreconditioned LFP pack would. The cold weather disadvantage of LFP has not disappeared, but the engineering around it has improved enough that the gap in real-world daily use is meaningfully smaller than the raw chemistry numbers alone would suggest. The habit that closes most of the remaining gap for LFP owners is scheduling departure times in the Tesla app for regular daily drives during winter months. When the car knows when you are leaving, it begins warming the battery using grid power while still plugged in, rather than drawing from the battery itself. An LFP owner who consistently uses scheduled departure in winter and routes to superchargers through Tesla's native navigation is experiencing meaningfully better cold weather performance than an LFP owner who skips both habits. The chemistry disadvantage in cold weather is real. The degree to which it affects your daily experience depends significantly on whether you are using the tools Tesla has built specifically to compensate for it. Now, the hot weather picture, and here the results reverse completely in LFP's favor. LFP batteries handle heat better than NMC. Their chemical and structural stability makes them highly resistant to overheating, even under extreme conditions. The olivine crystal structure that makes LFP more vulnerable in cold weather is the same structure that makes it more stable in heat. LFP's thermal runaway threshold sits at around 270 degrees Celsius compared to NMC's 150 to 210 degrees Celsius. In practical terms, this means LFP batteries can absorb significantly more ambient heat before the chemistry begins to stress in ways that accelerate degradation. For daily ownership in hot climates, this thermal stability advantage translates directly into better long-term battery health. An NMC Tesla parked in Phoenix in July at 85% charge in direct sun is experiencing the combination of high ambient temperature and high state of charge simultaneously, which are the two most damaging conditions for NMC calendar aging. An LFP Tesla in the same conditions is experiencing less chemical stress from the heat because its cathode structure does not release oxygen under thermal stress, the way NMC's layered oxide structure does. The real-world data from this channel's community dataset makes the hot weather LFP advantage impossible to dismiss. The 2023 Model 3 LFP owner in Aruba with 33,000 kilometers reported 95.4% retention in a climate sitting at 31 to 33 degrees Celsius year-round. The 2024 Model Y Standard Range CATL LFP owner reported 94% state of health after 17,500 kilometers, including road trips in 50 degrees Celsius, Mediterranean summer heat. The 2023 Model 3 LFP in Victoria, Australia, at 115,992 kilometers, reported 93.98% state of health. Every warm climate LFP result in this channel's dataset sits above 93%, regardless of how extreme the heat exposure has been. Compare those results to NMC data from similar mileage points. The NMC results show more variance in warm climates, and the owners with the highest degradation at modest mileage almost always have a combination of warm climate storage and high state of charge habits working against them. The chemistry is more sensitive to the combination of heat and voltage stress that warm climates create, and that sensitivity shows up in the long-term numbers. In hot conditions, the roles are reversed between LFP and NMC. That single sentence from the 2026 research summarizes the entire weather comparison more efficiently than almost anything else. Cold weather favors NMC. Hot weather favors LFP. The question of which chemistry is better for your specific situation comes down almost entirely to which extreme your climate spends more time in. Cold climate buyers who park outdoors overnight in a region that regularly sees -10 degrees Celsius or colder will find NMC has a meaningful real-world advantage. If you are in Scandinavia, Canada, the northern United States, or any climate where -10 to -20 degrees Celsius is a regular winter experience and you do not have access to a heated garage, NMC is the more practical daily driver. The range difference on a cold morning is real enough to affect how you plan your driving, and the preconditioning requirement adds friction to your morning routine that compounds over months of winter driving. For owners in moderate to warm climates, LFP is the clearer choice when weather is the primary consideration. The hot weather thermal stability advantage compounds into real battery health differences over years of ownership in a way that shows up clearly in the community data this channel has collected across multiple videos. Mediterranean, Australian, Middle Eastern, and Southern U.S. climates all favor LFP chemistry for long-term ownership. For owners in temperate climates that see mild winters without sustained extreme cold, the weather-based case for NMC weakens considerably. A climate that occasionally drops to -5 degrees Celsius but spends most of the year above 10 degrees is a climate where LFP's cold weather disadvantage is manageable with good preconditioning habits. And NMC's hot weather disadvantage is a real ongoing concern for long-term battery health. If you want to add your real-world weather experience to this dataset, drop your chemistry and climate in the comments. Real owner weather data from different geographies is some of the most useful information this channel collects. And if you want to keep getting honest, data-driven content like this, hit subscribe. I will see you in the next one.